You're watching the SCAC Player of the Week interviews. It's week 3 of the SCAC women's tennis season, and today we're joined by the SCAC doubles team of the week, senior Megan Flores and sophomore Cate Cushing of the Trinity University Tigers. Megan, Cate, congratulations, and thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll open up with a question to the two of you. Just a great start to the season here for the Tigers, 3-1 these first 4 matches, a couple of weeks into the spring season, officially underway now. A big win this past weekend over Hardin-Simmons in a comfortable 9-0 fashion. Just your thoughts on kind of where this group is at as we're a couple of weeks into the season and the confidence level of this team right now.
Yeah, I think we're in a really good place, especially coming off of a couple of weekends where we had multiple matches. We have another big weekend coming up where I think we're playing 4 different teams in 3 days. So kind of getting those reps in match-wise and knowing that we have the stamina to get through those long days has been really helpful. And kind of the variety of playing D1, D2, and D3 teams in the last 2 weeks has really given us kind of a look at the competition we'll be facing in the coming months as well.
Yeah, I definitely agree with everything Megan said, and we've been working so hard on and off court in the gym and in school and everything, and we're all super excited to see what we can do with more challenging D3 teams. We've played a lot of, as Megan said, D1, D2, and D3, but the D3 teams we've played so far haven't. I'm just excited to see what we can do, especially in California this coming weekend.
Megan, a season ago you spoke on this doubles relationship as far as the energy between the two of you is so important, and constantly bringing that energy no matter what the situation is at whatever time in the match. Is that something that still persists today, now having played getting upwards of 20 matches played between the two of you, and how important does that continue to be this season?
Yeah, I didn't know we played that many matches together, but it's been a lot of fun. I think that's kind of the mindset we have going into every match, is that it's a new chance. And having spectators this year has been a lot of fun too, and kind of building our energy. It's definitely a different feeling, but I think it's one that we've been able to build off of for the past year, now that we're one of the teams that's had kind of the privilege of playing with the season together before. I think that gives us an advantage, and I'm really looking forward to playing more.
Cate, Megan talks about having played together. This team formed last season, a year ago, in your first year, put together a remarkable performance, 11-5 record, now off to a 4-0 start, coming off a 6-4 win at the number 1 doubles line against Incarnate, the Division I opponent, and then an 8-3 win against Hardin-Simmons as well. Now 15-5 in your career. How did last year's experience kind of help you and set this team up for the potential for a good run this year? Just having known each other and kind of known what is expected, is that something that kind of allowed you to really, maybe change your goals as a doubles team, maybe, just sort of starting the race a little bit further down the road? Has that been helpful this season?
Yeah, for sure. I think we have a lot of more confidence coming into the season because we have a lot of matches behind us, and we know how each other play, and we know how to bring each other up when we're down, and we know our weaknesses and strengths. So and we also know what we can do and what we can do if we work hard enough. So I think we're definitely excited to see what we can do this season to build off of last season. And yeah, I'm just excited to play with Megan again for her senior year.
Well, you mentioned Cate, Megan being in her senior year. I'd imagine it's a really unique situation, Megan. You're the only upperclassman, the lone senior on a group of a ton of sophomores and first years. Lots of talent, but you're the main experience in terms of that upperclassman. What is your mindset coming into this season? Have you felt maybe a little bit of a sense of urgency, and how have you tried to deliver that urgency message to your freshmen and sophomore teammates this year?
Yeah, it's definitely a unique experience. I think that one thing I've kind of learned with having a young team is how optimistic they can be. I think that's one really cool thing that's came out of it, is that we never go into a match thinking that, we've lost to them before, because these girls really haven't lost to them before. So every time we step onto the court, I think everyone truly believes that they can win. And I also haven't really been able to see exactly what all of our freshmen have been able to achieve yet, because we've had such a short look into our season so far. So I think kind of starting with a blank slate has been really valuable for our program. And I don't think it's made really a difference on my senior year outlook, because I feel old either way. So
Cate, now in your second year there at San Antonio, what did you learn over the course of last season that's really helped you and prepare you now heading into this sophomore season?
I think just knowing that going into every match, you can win, and you need to have that mindset. And also just knowing that you're playing for a team and you're playing for something bigger than yourself. So you can't, if you get upset over something, you can't tank a match. It's a lot different mindset than juniors, and it's an adjustment. But I think a lot of the sophomores playing this season have had that experience of last year and can kind of bring that energy to our freshmen. So I think it's going to be a really good season.
And finally, to wrap things up for the both of you, looking ahead to this weekend, a huge opportunity, as you mentioned, to play some of the top Division III opponents in the country. Team heads up out to the West Coast swing, taking on Claremont, Oxy, Pomona, Pitzer, amongst others, Caltech as well. Just your thoughts looking ahead to this weekend. How excited are you for both, stuff on and off the court? I know, in talking to some of your teammates, they're very excited about just getting away as a group and how close this team has gotten so early in the season, and their excitement for a big road trip.
Yeah, we didn't get the chance to travel out of the state last year, so this is a really big trip for us. It's always tough playing away matches. It really does kind of take a toll on you in terms of time and when you're trying to balance your schoolwork and taking care of your body. So it'll be a really good learning experience, I think, for all of our team to kind of get back into that, because we also have another trip later in our schedule too that's probably going to be pretty taxing. So I think just kind of keeping that togetherness that I know our team talks about a lot is going to be really important, and I'm super excited for it.
Yeah, bouncing off of that, I'm just super excited to play good tennis this weekend, play some really good teams, and just to see our energy on court. I know it's been really good to start the season, and I'm just excited to see us play some really highly ranked D3 teams and bring all of we have a lot of energetic, new energy on the team, and I think just to bring that to some really good tennis players on the West Coast, I'm really excited to see it. So
Houston and Colleyville, Texas natives, and this week's SCAC women's doubles team of the week, senior Megan Flores and sophomore Cate Cushing of the Trinity University Tigers. Ladies, again, congratulations on your honor, and best of luck as you continue to march forward throughout the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.